All right, Tiger, you ready?
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Brevet.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: fish and chips, pop culture, the old country, odd words, science, and novels' first lines. Player 1, you're in command of the board. The moray variety of this fish is sharp-toothed and can be vicious if provoked. Player 1? Right.
Yeah! Woo!
Player 1. The ability of the members of the family Exocetidae to get airborne earned them this two-word name. Player 1?
Yeah!
Hey, you're right. So here's Kelly to start us off.
On this man's first voyage, brothers Martin and Vicente Pinzon commanded the Nina and Pinta.
It's Player 1. That's right. Way to go. Player 1. Small freshwater fish of the family Pterophyllum are known by this heavenly name. Yes, Player 1? Correct. Built in 1816, the first private yacht to cross the Atlantic shared its name with the barge of this queen. Yes, Player 1? Yep. Select again. Orwell. Mr. Jones of the Manor Farm had locked the hen houses for the night. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Fitzgerald. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind. Okay, Player 1. Right you are. Tolstoy. Well, Prince, so Genoa and Lucca are now just family estates of the Bonapartes. Let's hear it, Player 1. No. Any other takers? Let's hear it, Player 3. Yes. Player 3, where do we start? Golding. The boy with fair hair lowered himself down and began to pick his way toward the lagoon. Yes, Player 1? Good for you. Player 1? Charlotte Bronte. There was no possibility of taking a walk that day. Yes, Player 1? No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Jane Eyre. Player 1, you pick again. Dumbledore is actually an old word for this insect. J.K. Rowling imagined him humming all the time. Let's hear it, Player 1. Player 1. The name of this light, crinkled fabric comes from the Persian shur or shakar, meaning milk and sugar. It's Player 1. The fact that clavate means shaped like this isn't something you have to hit me over the head with. Okay, Player 1. Yep. Player Too 1. Much time enjoying potent potables? You could end up with a Katzenjammer, one of these. Yes, Player 1. Right you are. Player 1. Robinsonade is not a refreshing drink. It's a novel similar in theme to a work by this author. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Player 1. All right, here with the clue is Sarah.
Shown here on the upper right, it changed its name in 1935.
It's Player 1. You are correct. It was Siam until 1939. Yes, Player 1. That is correct. So, until 1972, it was Ceylon. It's Player 1. Correct. You again, Player 1. Answer. It's the Daily Double. And you're in the lead now. And the clue. It was the Khmer Republic from 1970 until 1975. Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. Until 1975, it was the Malagasy Republic. Let's hear it, Player 1. Good for you. Player 1, Jimmy?
Glasses with colored filters in each eye let you watch films in 3D. At the 2010 Grammys, the audience donned them for a montage from this performer's This Is It.
Player 1? Correct. Player 1. In I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, Kevin James weds this Hanukkah song guy at Niagara Falls. Player 1? Right. Player Michael 1. C. Hall of 6 Feet Under went to Showtime to play this homicidal title character. It's Player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1. In 1964, he topped the pop music charts with the title song from Hello, Dolly. It's Player 1. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Louis Armstrong. Please pick again. A two-time Oscar-winning actress, one of her first jobs was as the Coppertone suntan lotion girl at age 3 in 1965. Yes, Player 1? That's correct. Please pick again, Player 1. The name of this one-celled protozoan comes from the Greek for change. Yes, Player 1? That's it. You again, Player 1. Every second, fusion reactions in the sun convert about 600 million tons of this element into helium. Let's hear it, Player 1. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Hydrogen. Edward Doisy won a 1943 Nobel Prize for synthesizing this hemorrhage-inhibiting vitamin. Isn't that special? Let's hear it, player one.
Yeah!
Right you are. Player one. Of the three basic rock types, the type that was once one form but has changed to another due to heat and pressure. Okay, player one. Nope. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player two. You got it. And now the $1,000 clue. Let's go over to Jimmy.
On the sunward side of the Earth, these bands are compressed by solar winds. On the other side, they can stretch farther.
Okay, player one. That is correct. The Jeopardy round will begin right after this. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. Books of the month. Archipelagos. The comics. Have you ever seen the like? Notice the quotation marks on like. Animals. And emperors. Where do we begin, player three? The laughing type of this dog-like carnivore is a predator of big game, but also scavenges for food. Yes, player one? Yep.
Yeah! Woo!
Player one? The Sniders is among the smallest types of this eel, known for sharp teeth and attacks on divers. It's player one. Yep. The caracal is a wild type of this household pet that roams over Africa and the Middle East. Okay, player one. That's not right. Any other takers? Player two. That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player three?
Oh, okay.
That is correct. All right, let's get back into this. Player three has what else is new? But that the new is also called this, from Dutch words. Yes, player one? That is correct. Player one? Its German name is Nilpferd, Nile horse. Let's hear it, player one. Yes. Player one. Sitka is the largest city in this state's Alexander Archipelago. Player one. Good. In 1965, the Cook Islands became self-governing in free association with this country that provides for their defense. Yes, player one? This Scottish archipelago is famous not only for its ponies, but also for a breed of dog. It's player one. Player one. This Pacific Island country is named for a British sea captain, not Happy Days producer Gary. Yes, player one? Good. Player this one. Portuguese archipelago once served as a stop for the treasure galleons returning to Spain from America. It's player one. Good for you. We returned by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. 4th of blank. Let's hear it, player 1. Good for you. Player By the New York Times, 4 days in blank. The original coverage of the John F. Kennedy assassination. Okay, player 1. You got it. Player By Barbara Tuchman, The Guns of Blank. Yes, player 1. No, sorry. Any other takers? Yes, player 2. Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else? Player 3? Right. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 3. Make it from Anais Nin's diaries. Henry and blank. Okay, player 1. Is correct. All right, let's get back into this. Player 1 has control of the board. By Homer Hickam, Rocket Boys, also published as Blank Sky. Player 1. Right. Player 1. This Peanuts character got a sister named Sally in 1959. Player 1. Good. Player 1. Weirdo would be another name for this Dan Ferraro comic that began as a replacement for The Far Side. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. And you have the lead. Player 1, give us a wager. Okay, here is the clue. Mr. Munster wasn't the subject of this 1975 to 1992 Jim Unger strip. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player 1. In Bob Thave's comic, Frank bums around with this guy. Player 1. Good. This edgy Aaron Magruder comic strip debuted in 1996. Okay, player 1. Good. Player 1, 5-word phrase repeated by Dorothy Gale when clicking her heels together in The Wizard of Oz. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. We return. Opposition led by Santa Anna limited the reign of this country's Agustin I to 10 months. Let's hear it, player 1. Hey, you're right. You get to Alfonso VI, who died in Toledo in 1109, called himself Emperor of 2 religions, Christianity and this. It's player 1. Oh, sorry. Any other takers? Here's the response we were looking for. Islam. Player 1. Last name of Louis, brother and father of French emperors. Let's hear it, player 1. Good. He was crowned emperor on Christmas Day 800. Player 1? Yes. Player 1, Sarah.
The cartouche scene here denotes this emperor, the ruler of Heliopolis.
Let's hear it, player one. Sorry. Any other takers? We're talking about Ramses. We return to you, player one. Three-word cliché used of exotic food. Ramona said it about rat on the first Survivor. Let's hear it, player one.
Yeah!
You, in all this, the state or fact of being probable. Player one? That's correct. Player one? Doppelganger. Player one? That is correct. Here's the $2,000 clue. Answer? The second daily double. You are in first place. Decide on your wager. Answer? Ovine. That puts you even further ahead. Sorry, player two. Your score is not on the positive side, so you will not be joining us for Final Jeopardy. Now, Final Jeopardy coming right up right now with this category. Household products. You need to select your wager. Now it's time for the Final Jeopardy clue, and here it is. According to its earliest ads, 0.56% of this product was made up of carbonates, mineral matter, and uncombined alkali. Did you come up with the correct response? With that correct response, you will gain.
This segment. I'll see you all for the next.
Did you come up with the correct response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? Congratulations, player one. You're the winner. We'll see you next time.